Hi, I'm in the Hive Dalston, this amazing community space which has been here now for just about 3 months, and I'm talking to one of the people who opened it, Ned. Ned, how did you get in here? How did you get this space?
We were actually in communication with the Hackney Volunteer Services, and they suggested there may be the possibility of a building becoming empty, and introduced us to the landlord, who suggested that we set up a not-for-profit company. And when we did that, he looked at our business proposal and said, "Please create a social space in my building."
So it's not a squat, and it's not rented.
It's not a squat and it's not rented. It's we're calling it Respace, which is basically taking an empty building and actually trying to make it available to the general community to sort of like literally empower themselves by creating a space that is accessible to people, but without the heavy financial price tag that normally goes with having access to a space.
Well, it's certainly very welcome to me. It means I can do free workshops here with no charge for people that can't pay, and I'm not having to pay myself, which I couldn't do. So this is really fantastic. So you're a long-term practitioner of this, aren't you? Where were you before?
Previously, I spent time in the Camden Garden Centre, which is a squat. Fortunately and unfortunately, sadly, the owner passed away, which is a sad thing, but fortunately, the property is in probate, and that could last up to 5 years.
Okay, so when you say a garden centre, was it originally a garden centre?
A brief history, the garden centre was a plot of land which was used by the spiritualist church next door to grow food to supply their people. And after the gentleman in question bought the land through the spiritualist church, and actually had a nursery that was used to provide artificial plants and real plants for film and theatre use.
Oh, I see. So what's it being used for now?
Now it's actually it's been derelict for about 10 years, and a large varied group of people have passed through, and it's being used now to grow food and grow plants and try to inspire others to be able to learn how to grow food at home.
An issue with any squatted space is the neighbours. How are you getting on with the neighbours?
A mixed bag. There are people who are very pleased that we're there and they can see the positive change that we've made to the local environment, and there are those who can see that we're a public nuisance because we're getting in the way of their private plans for the future of the space.
Oh, they've got ambitions for the space.
They have ambitions.
But that's not for the whole community, or?
No. Unfortunately, that's just for a select number of the community. They want to have a closed garden for a select number of people.
And so do residents visit?
Yes, we do have regular visits from the neighbours, and we have won over quite a number of them just by the way that they've seen the space transcend from being neglected to loved. There's so many plants now are blooming. For example, the girls found a lot of artificial flowers in the building, and they've all been put along the front fence. So in the heart of winter, people come out of their houses and they're struck by a large bright colours, and hopefully it lifts their spirits when they walk out their front doors.
That's really inspiring. Ned, thanks very much. This is Richard Hearing for Vision on TV, Head Mix Channel.